I vlogged, I'm headed to Elk Grove, Illinois. It's like right outside of Chicago, near the O'Hare Chicago Airport. I would have been gone already. Like, I probably would have been in Oklahoma by now. I'm in Texas right now. I just dropped my Jeep off. I wish I could have been what I'm about to explain briefly because I haven't been documenting it, about my personal vehicle, my Jeep Patriot, that if you've been following me for as long as y'all have may been following me, my Jeep, which is pretty much in all of my vlogs up under this video, pretty much. My transmission went out on my Jeep, so I started experiencing these vehicle problems, for the lack of better terms, since like June of this year, 2024. And last month, was it? Yeah, September last month, because it's October now. Last month, towards the end of the month, it got worse. The transmission got worse. So at first I was just experiencing like minor discrepancies, my engine derating and not being able to go over like 60 miles an hour, So I went from that in like July. It's a lot, really. Like I said, I'm just gonna briefly talk about it because I could have been documenting it since then, but I didn't know how worse this whole situation was gonna get. So, but anyway, since July, I've been like experiencing, these difficulties with my vehicle on a major scale, which is kind of understandable, because if you know me, I've been having this Jeep for like about 9 years now. It's a 2015 Jeep Patriot. It's paid off, I own it pretty much. I have the title to it. And it's been through a lot. Not like mechanical repair wise, but I just been through a lot with it, just as far as, I have like 160,000 something miles on it. So, there you go. Like, I've been through a lot with it. I've been many places with it. I haven't really traveled a lot with it, as planned. In the future, when I finally get this transmission fixed, I plan on, it's gonna prolong the life on it. So, hopefully, other than minor repairs done to it, I shouldn't have to drop no big bags on it, like I'm about to, with this whole transmission thing going on, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, this morning while I'm doing this video, I dropped it off at the Jeep dealership in Dallas, Texas. It's not too far from my apartment. I actually got a picture of it being lifted up on the tow truck that I called this morning, and yeah, I finally dropped it off. It's been sitting outside of my apartment for about a week. Really almost two, because when my transmission finally went out, which was at the end of September, I was getting off from over the road as usual, and I was trying to drive it from my job to my apartment, which is not that far. It's like 2 miles, so I really don't have to do too much commuting, which is great, that my job is super close. And that's when I experienced the worsening of this mechanical issue with my Jeep, which is the transmission, like I said. So it was a lot, like just driving from my job that time. Well, let me back up a little bit. Before that, when I was let me turn this off. Before that, like I said, I was experiencing some like minor discrepancies with it, every now and then. Like I said, like the engine would like derate, and early on, I really didn't know what was really wrong with it. I'm not no mechanic. I'm not, my pops is, but me being in Dallas and him being in Fort Worth, I couldn't keep going back and forth, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't want to put that burden on him. I thought I had to sneeze. I feel it coming. Excuse me. So I didn't want to put the burden on him, because at the time, he just got a lot going on already, as usual. My pops is a busy man, so and plus us being even living further away, I stay in Dallas by myself. So it's that would have been just extra. So, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just let the dealership deal with it, even though I know the dealership is gonna be a hefty price, you know what I'm saying? But I gotta do what I gotta do. And it's my only vehicle, and it's a great vehicle. This is the first time I even had transmission issues with it, so it makes sense. I don't like it, just like anybody else wouldn't, of course, but I just gotta go with my best move with it. And the dealership is gonna be pricey, but they're gonna be the best choice for now, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna get to it, do what they need to do to it. It's pretty much gonna be my fastest option. So that's where it's at right now as we speak. It's probably gonna be a couple of weeks, probably even more, which is cool. I'm not really rushing it, because the longer it takes me to go get it, the more I'll be able to stack up, You know what I'm saying? I pretty much already have what I need to pay it. I pretty much already got a quote from like a month and a half ago, when I brought it in initially, when the transmission issues wasn't as bad as it is now. So, you know, yeah, yeah, it's there now. So I'm gonna be for the next couple of weeks, I guess, you know, I'm gonna be back and forth, you know, with the technicians and the service personnels or whatnot, you know. As usual, I've been to this dealership before and had work done before, so, you know, I'm familiar with their process and how everything goes. So yeah, man, that's pretty much been my main focus for the past few months, man. I've been through a lot with it, you know, since like June, July, you know, right about the time I had like I was in between jobs, and I was like renewing my lease, you know. It was just a lot going on basically. So at this moment, you know, is you know, some of the weight has been lifted off, you know, my situation, just as far as, you know, being able to finally get it to the dealership and let them handle it from here, and me not having to worry about, you know, trying to get around like I have been trying to get around, and, you know, being stuck on side of the road somewhere looking crazy, you know, like the end of September, you know, because before the end of September, when my transmission issues was like early on, you know, I was okay with just, you know, driving around to a few places that weren't really far, you know, knowing, you know, I can't really go over like 50, 60 some miles an hour and pretty much just driving Miss Daisy, like they say, type shit, you know. Just, you know, try to make it work, you know, doing what I can with it until I get it serviced, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I feel great about it, you know, that it's finally at the dealership, and I've saved up as much as I've saved up to this day. So by the time, you know, it's the transmission is replaced and ready for pickup, you know, I should have well enough to pay for the services and the repairs or whatever, and then not have to, you know, worry about being behind on rent, you know, stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we'll see. You know, going back to what I was saying earlier in the video about I could have been documenting this, I ain't gonna lie, like, I felt like, you know, I felt, excuse me, I felt almost like embarrassed to document it, you know. I'm like, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I could just tell the story, you know, and when I get closer to getting it fixed or whatever, I guess, you know, so we're here now pretty much, you know. I guess I'll document it from this day forward. I didn't even know I was gonna turn the camera on and do this video, you know. I was like, it was just spontaneous, you know. As some of y'all can tell, well, if you're watching this video, y'all can tell, like, from my last video, it's been a while, you know. I think it's been at least like 2 years, if not almost 2 years, I think. I have to go back and look at my YouTube feed or whatever. So yeah, man, dropped my car off. Good thing, you know, with my occupation, as y'all can see, I'm getting loaded, like I said. I don't have to use my vehicle, you know, for not only like earning money purposes, but like just getting around overall, you know, because I drive for my occupation, so I'm usually always on the road. So, you know, all I have is space and opportunity, you know, for these types of repairs if needed, you know, because this is my first major repair that I then had to undergo, pretty much, you know, which is also why I probably already said this, I don't remember, but which is also why I'm really not really tripping on it. It makes sense why, you know, that the transmission is going out. You know, I've had it for some years now, man, since 2016. So, you know, it makes sense. So, yeah, man, just go and get it out the way so I can get back to rolling and being able to rely on my own transportation, you know, because, man, I didn't have to walk places. I didn't have to call hella Ubers or Lyfts. What else? I didn't have to order stuff online that I would usually just go to the store for, or like go shopping. You know, I wasn't able to do none of that, you know, for the past really like 2 months, you know. So imagine that, you know, especially like towards the end of September, till now. Like I said, I haven't even drove my vehicle since, like, I want to say, like, right now it's October 7th. I haven't drove my vehicle since like September, I want to say September 20th. September 20th, yeah, somewhere right around there. So yeah, man, yeah, that's pretty much, you know, what it's pretty much been my main focus, man, for the past few months. I guess I could briefly speak about when I was in between jobs. I wasn't, I actually quit this same exact company that I'm still with now, that I gotten back with. I left this company in June 9th. I had quit because, you know, I was just tired of driving over the road, and I wanted to do something local, which was a success, but it really wasn't what I was looking for. It was, but it wasn't at the same time. Half of it, the half that it wasn't what I was looking for, was pay-wise. I could have made it work, and I made it work for me for about a few months before I left that local job, you know. So it just, you know, like, for the long run and for what I was dealing with at the time, especially financially, it just didn't make sense, you know what I'm saying? So I ended up leaving that, and thankfully, you know, as most companies that I've been with, you know, my face card is pretty good, you know. I've never left the company, you know, with bad blood, for the lack of better terms or whatnot, you know. So these was one of the companies that, you know, I was, you know, I always had good relationships with the individuals, you know, that I've worked with, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to this company here. I ain't gonna say their names or whatever. But yeah, so I'm back with them. I'm back regional, pretty much OTR. So yeah, man, this gives me the space and opportunity, you know, to get, you know, my vehicle worked on without having to worry about not being able to get around for real. And yeah, it just gives me the flexibility to do that, you know, until I get these repairs done, which is I can't wait. Nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I can't wait to get my vehicle back and fixed so I can, you know, get back out here in these streets. You feel me? Man, I'm really getting a dose right now. I've been getting a dose for the past couple of months of like knowing how it feels to not to have wheels, pretty much, you know, not to have your own means of transportation, you know. I done been there before, but that was umpteen years ago, you know what I'm saying? Like, before I even got this Jeep in like 2016, you know, I was driving trucks then, because I've been driving for 10 plus years to this day. So, you know, I've always been driving trucks and not having to really drive my personal vehicle as much, you know, but, you know, with, like I said earlier, my personal vehicle having as many miles as it have, which is over 160,000. Shit, like, it's, you know, it's been through a lot. So, but at the same time, if you was to, well, I did show the picture earlier of it being halted onto the tow truck, you know, it's still a great vehicle, man. You know, that's why I'm choosing to do what I'm choosing to do with it, as far as, you know, getting it repaired and taking care of the pricey tag that is going to come with it to get it repaired. You know, that's really the only reason why I'm really kind of doing it, because of a great car that I know that it is, you know, and has been, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and get it fixed, man, so I can just prolong the life on it, you know. I've had a couple of people, they gave me some advice, you know, of what I should do. And, you know, I went with my gut in my decision of doing what I'm doing with it now. Because I feel like, me personally, this is just, I'm going with my gut, you know what I'm saying? I'm going with what I feel is best for me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's pretty much it, man. I just wanted to give some of y'all an update, you know. It's been a while since I've been on YouTube. It's been a while since I did a video, you know. I've been on Facebook, been on Instagram, and fan base, you know. I probably dropped a few YouTube shorts or whatnot, you know, even though it was a little while back anyways too. So yeah, I just haven't really been on YouTube like that. But, and honestly, I don't even know if I could say now that I'm really back. Really, like, I don't know. We'll see, man. We'll see. I'm gonna definitely tap in and out, you know, with this whole vehicle repair situation, you know. I guess just to do some kind of documentation of it or whatever, you know, just for fun, I guess, you know. Yeah.